No. Disney is not backing down on their woke, intersectional, or any otherwise agenda-driven content. Not in any way. Yes, I know that recently you've heard that in a few places they actually were, but it's not happening. It won't happen. And it's going to get worse. A lot worse, most likely. Uncle Bob Iger even confirmed that they can't lose that. His words, not mine. Here we go. Uncle Bob wants you to believe that things will get better. The fans are the most important thing. Well, Bob, I've heard that one before. 11 months ago, in fact, from your predecessor, the guy that replaced you in the first place. He said as much in a note to cast members, a note that he finally felt that he could send out to everybody since you were no longer hovering somewhere in the wings. Bob, boy, was he wrong, and really wrong. No sooner had the message actually cleared the IMAP servers and made it to the hub, it was being attacked far and wide, inside the company and out. But attacked by who, Bob? Who? Well, the answer for that one is all the higher-up sycophants that you left in place when you left in the first place. You see, they didn't want the company to listen to the audience. That was terrifying. They wanted to keep driving them so far to the radical political schism that the only content that would be produced, delivered to the audience would be woke, intersectional, anti-family, fair, anti-West specifically. That's your brand, Bob, the brand that you left behind. Now that Uncle Bob has returned, that's you, Bob, most of the major players are still in their positions of power. Very little's gonna change. There's no way that you can pull your foot off the You gotta keep it on that anti-Western pedal, Bob. Again, that's your brand. You show up at a town hall, that gives people a little of that political language that you're so good at. You do that so very well. You fool leaders of some renown. People on the cultural front lines like Chris Rufo, who publishes an article based on a video of that town hall. Chris thinks there's an important shift on there. Nope. You see, Bob, Chris doesn't know you. I know you, but there are some people that do. People like my friend Jacob Smith over at Bounding Into Comics. Bounding has had your number for quite a while, Uncle Bob. They've marked Disney's slide into madness. They've noted the slide that you put the company in, Bob. Pretty steep. They've even been ahead of where you are going from time to time. And they know where that is right now, Bob. So do I. Right back into the Western cultural destruction business, Bob. The Western cultural destruction business, Bob. That's you. That's your brand. All they had to do, Bob, was take you for your word, or several words in this case at this town hall. We can't lose that. We just can't. Those are your words, Bob. And Bob, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You're a political animal. That's you, and that's fine. And you may have finally realized personally, deep down, that the White House is no place for you, at least not in this lifetime. And it's clear that our country will be better off without you in the Oval Office. We'll be better off by 1 billion miles. But you still use that political speak, Bob, whenever you're in public, in interviews, or even in this town hall. That political speak, Bob, gives you away. Use a lot of weasel words. And in an excerpt here from Bounding Into Comics, I'm going to quote you, Bob. I'm going to use your quotes. I think there's a misperception here about what political is. I think that some of the subjects that have proven to be controversial as it relates to Disney have been branded political, and I don't necessarily believe that they are. Oh boy, Bob, you don't believe anything other than that they are political, completely ingrained in politics. And if you don't think that they are political, Bob, you're being foolish. And you're no fool, Bob, are you? I don't think that when you're telling stories, quoting Bob again, and attempting to be a good citizen of the world, that that's political. It's just not how I view it. Bob, you're not a citizen of the world. If you were, you would abandon all of your possessions and walk around in paper pants. You certainly wouldn't fly about in private jets. That would be a no-no. You definitely wouldn't be using electricity in one of your many mansions now, would you? Right, Bob? To be fair, Bob, You're not telling stories anymore, are you? No. You and the people that work for you, the people that have never stopped working for you, let's be clear. You're lecturing people, Bob. That's what you do. You're trying to impose an ideology. You're trying to social engineer, something that Chris Rufo was paying attention to. What's surprising is you're not quite as accomplished a liar as you think you are, Bob. You can see it. Do I like the company being embroiled in controversy? Of course not. It can be distracting, and it can have a negative impact on the company and the stock price, huh, Bob? And to that extent that I can work to quiet things down, I'm gonna do that. But I think it's important to put in perspective what some of these subjects are and not just simply brand them political. But they are political, Bob. They are. When you tell stories, quoting Mr. Iger again, there's a delicate balance. You're talking to an audience, but it's also important to listen. It's important to have respect for the people that you're serving and not to have disdain for them. Well, Bob, you clearly didn't see any of the Marvel Disney Plus shows, did you? Specifically, She-Hulk at the end there, huh? To this end, Iger continued. That said, we're not going to make everyone happy all the time, and we're not going to try to. Been succeeding, bro. Big time. Very few people are happy. We're certainly not going to lessen our core values in order to make everyone happy all the time. He then insured the employees, so it's complicated, and there's a balance. So far, Bob, your balance has sucked. And you're clearly not changing direction, not in any way. Nobody's fooled, Bob. Let's see what happens 2 quarters from now. I suspect after 2 terrible, lousy quarters that you're going to be looking for help. Let's see who's going to help you, Bob. I'm not going to help you. You're running out of families that trust you, and you're running out of adults just who are hitting the point of apathy. You're running out of fans, Bob. That's a bad thing. But hey, what do you all think? Do you think that Iger will pull away from the agenda stuff and, finally move forward with Disney back to, some quality entertainment? Do you think that he dives right back into it all? I think that's more likely, personally. And do you think that he actually manages to patch things up with DeSantis? Good questions, all I think. I don't think there's a lot of positive answers there. But hey, let me know. Please utilize the section down below in the comments area. Hopefully we can have a conversation. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Disney videos going on for the next couple of weeks. I think there's going to be a lot of Twitter videos going on. I think there's going to be a lot of controversial stuff. I think we're going to be busy. Hopefully get a chance to see all 20 that we're going to do this week. I would appreciate that, and so would all the other independent creators here on the platform that I know that you all support. So if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Be sure to share out all the content that you enjoy. Not just mine, but all the other creators out there that you think are worthwhile. Be sure to turn on the notifications so that you don't miss anything that anybody does. And of course, the comments. Comments really drive stuff, guys. They really, really do. Plus, I like to talk to you all, at least hear what you're thinking, decide if I'm headed the right way or if there's videos that you'd rather I put together. I don't mind doing that. If I catch it, I've done some stuff before that I normally wouldn't. So give it a shot. Let's try the comments down there. Anyway, with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. And don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino. And don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.